Good morning, children. Welcome to today's lecture. And today, according to your timetable, you have English literature. In English literature, we have done chapter 1A, unit 1, chapter A. We have done. The name of the chapter was Birbal's Wit is a Hit. That chapter we have already done. The explanation we have done. The book exercises we have done. The copywork also we have done. And today we'll be doing the next chapter, that is chapter 1B. In the live class today I have already explained you this chapter, and again I will be explaining the chapter as this will be a revisionary video. Okay, so let us start the chapter. Okay, this is our chapter. The name of the chapter is The Weird Wells Wedding Invitation. Okay, let us. So the story is about wit and humor. We have already studied in the previous chapter what is wit. Wit means intelligence. Okay, and humor means comedy. Okay, so it is a chapter of intelligence and comedy, and it is said that the person who has intelligence and comedy, he is considered to be a very good person, and a person of good nature and good mind also. He is considered as a man of good mind, who is intelligent also, and who is um, you can say clowny also. Okay, so you know that there in history there are only two people whom we can say that they have wit also and they have humor also. Okay, and they are, one is Birbal and the second is Tenali Rama. About Birbal you have already studied in the previous chapter, the story of Birbal, how Birbal saved Shaukat Ali from King Akbar. Okay, and in this chapter you will be reading about Tenali Rama's wit and humor. Okay, how Tenali Rama is an intelligent person and how he's a um, comedian person. He's also a kind of comedian. He's a kind of jester, a jovial person. Okay, so you all have you all might have seen, you all might have watched cartoons also, you all might have watched TV shows also of Tenali Rama and Birbal both, and there you might have seen that they are intelligent also and they use humor also. Okay, so both are very famous in history. So let us study this chapter. Section B, The Weird Wells Wedding Invitation. Most of us have heard about the wit of Birbal and Mullah Naziruddin. We all have heard about the intelligence of Birbal and Mullah Naziruddin. Tenali Ramalinga is a popular and well known too for his wit and intelligence. Okay, he is very well known for his wit and intelligence. Who? Tenali Ramalinga. The full name of Tenali Rama is Tenali Ramalinga. Tenali is a small town in Andhra Pradesh, and Ramalinga was a simple Brahmin boy from this town. So how he was known as Tenali Ramalinga? How he is known as Tenali Ramalinga? Because he is from Tenali. Tenali is a small town in Andhra Pradesh, and Ramalinga was his name. He was a Brahmin boy. Okay, and thus he was known as Tenali Ramalinga. With his wit and intelligence, he went on to become the court of jester of Krishnadeva Rayalu of Vijayanagar Empire. Due to his nature of, you can say, wit and due to his nature of wit and intelligence, he had a very sharp mind, a very intelligent mind. Okay, so and due to his wit and intelligence, he became a person of a very jovial person. So here it is written as court jester of Krishna Deva Railu. Jester means, you can say, a clown, a very jovial person. You can say jester is a, you can say, Roman character. You can say from Roman mythology. There is jester, in which about whom you can see in detail. I'll be explaining you some other day in live class in detail. It is a Roman character. It is a Roman mythological character, and he is considered as the very comedian person, a very jovial person who cracks jokes almost every time. Okay, and you all might have read in class 8, I have taught you, sorry, in the previous class in class 5 I have taught you jester and nester. Okay, the opposite of jester you can say nester. Okay, so jester is a clownian person, he is a clown, and nester was a person who never used to laugh on a single joke also. Okay, so what happened? Krishna Deva in you can say Tenali Ramalinga was considered as court jester of Krishna Deva Rayalu of Vijayanagar Empire. Okay, and the capital of Vijayanagar Empire was Hampi. Krishna Deva Rayalu was one of the most famous and successful rulers of Vijayanagar, and he ruled between 1509 and 1529. So how was this Krishna Deva Rayalu? Krishna Deva Rayalu was a very successful ruler, and he ruled between 1509 to 1529, which is much before Babur established the Mughal dynasty in India. Okay, now let's read and rejoice. During the period when Sri Krishna Deva Rayalu was a ruler of the Vijayanagar Empire with Hampi as its capital. Okay, it is a time when Sri Krishna Deva Rayalu was the ruler of Vijayanagar, and what was the capital of Vijayanagar? The capital of Vijayanagar Empire was Hampi. Muhammadan sultans were ruling Delhi. When the time Sri Krishna Deva Rayalu were ruling Vijayanagar Empire, or at the same time sultans were ruling Delhi. The sultans were powerful and ruling many parts of northern India. Sultans were so powerful that they were ruling almost all the parts of northern India in that time. They were always attempting to invade the Hindu ruled kingdoms and grab them into their fold. The sultans always found some excuse or the other to wage war. Okay, so what the sultan used to do? The sultan always used to invade. Invade means attack. Okay, they always attempted, the sultans always made an attempt to attack the Hindu ruled kingdoms. The kingdoms which was ruled by Hindus, the sultan were always attempting to invade those kingdoms and to capture them, okay, into them, and to merge that kingdom into them. It means that they always made an attempt to capture the Hindu ruled kingdoms also. The sultan always found some excuse or the other to wage war, so they always found some or the other excuse to throw war. Okay, they used to find some or the other excuse to carry a battle or conflict. Okay, the Delhi Sultan once got an idea to trouble Sri Krishna Deva Rayalu, and instantly he sent a wedding invitation to him. So what happened one day? Once the Delhi Sultan, he got an idea to trouble Sri Krishna Deva Rayalu, and for this he sent a wedding invitation to Krishna Deva Rayalu. Who sent the wedding invitation to Krishna Deva Rayalu? The Sultan of Delhi sent a wedding invitation to Krishna Deva Rayalu. Going through the contents of the invitation, the royal court, Bhuvana Vijayam, and Rayalu went speechless. And when they read the invitation in the royal court of Bhuvana Vijayam, what was the name of royal court? The name of the royal court was Bhuvana Vijayam. And when they read the wedding invitation, the king and all the people who were present there, they all were speechless. They did not have any word to say. And what was written on the invitation? See, this is the wedding invitation that was sent. Wedding invitation, Delhi. Date: Dear Krishna Deva Rayalu, we propose to perform the marriage of the newly dug well in our kingdom on the first day of next month. We have the pleasure of inviting all the wells in your kingdom to attend a ritual, and there the well's presence is solicited from the Sultan of Delhi. So what did the Sultan of Delhi say in the wedding invitation? The Sultan of Delhi said that he is performing the wedding of, okay, the newly dug wells. What the new wells that were dug in his kingdom, he is going to perform their wedding or when he's going to perform their wedding, he's going to perform their wedding on the first day of next month. It means the month that was going to come, on the very first day he planned to perform the wedding of the newly dug wells. Okay. And the king said that he is very pleased to invite the king of Vijayanagar and the wells also of Vijayanagar, all the wells of Vijayanagar, to his kingdom. See here, is it possible for wells to attend weddings? Is it possible for wells to move from one place to another? Okay, so he found an excuse to wage war on the Vijayanagar Empire. Okay, see here, you can read from here. The trouble did not stop there. A warning letter was attached along with the invitation. The trouble that they had, it did not stop there only. With the wedding invitation, a warning letter was also attached. What did the letter said? What has the letter said? The warning letter said that in case the king failed to send all the wells to his kingdom on the specified day, such action would be treated as an insult and would invite the fury of the Delhi Sultan. Okay, what did the letter say? The letter said that if the king failed to send all the wells to his kingdom, okay, if the king failed to send the letters to send the wells to his kingdom, to send his wells to the kingdom of Sultan, it means Delhi, if he fails to send his wells, so the king would become very angry. He would become very angry, and it could also result in war also. Okay, so see the excuse the Sultan of Delhi has made to wage war on Vijayanagar Empire. He has willingly created trouble. He has willingly created problems for the Vijayanagar Empire and the king of Vijayanagar Empire, Sri Krishnadeva Rayalu. Next, Rayalu, on reading the invitation along with the letter through a personal messenger from the Sultan of Delhi, could not understand what to do about it. And Krishnadeva Rayalu, on receiving the invitation, okay, through a personal messenger sent by the Sultan of Delhi, he was not able to understand what to do now with the letter, what to do now with the invitation, how has to deal with the situation that time. Okay, everyone knew that sending wells from one place to another was practically impossible. Yes, it is really practically impossible. How can you send wells from one place to another and had to attend meeting? It was just an invitation to just create trouble for Krishnadeva Rayalu. Rayalu was perplexed and wondered how to reply. Krishnadeva Rayalu was very confused how to reply the king. Okay, Rayalu forwarded a puzzling wedding invitation and warning letter to the chief minister Thimmarusu and asked him to come up with a solution within a day or two. So what did Rayalu do? Rayalu passed the wedding invitation to the chief minister of Vijayanagar Empire. And who was the chief minister of Vijayanagar Empire? Thimmarusu was the chief minister of Vijayanagar Empire. Okay, he forwarded the letter and the invitation to Thimmarusu, and he asked him to come up with a solution in 2 days. Okay, now Thimmarusu found the invitation equally strange and the problem like a complex puzzle. Thimmarusu also found that the wedding invitation was very strange and very complex for the other people and complex for him also. Okay, complex means very difficult to understand. Okay, it was very difficult for Thimmarusu also to understand the wedding invitation, and the invitation was strange also to him, and it is a kind of problem to him also. It is a kind of problem to him also. What an invitation, Thimmarusu thought. inviting wealth of Vijayanagara Empire to the wedding of a well at Delhi. Okay, so what Timarusu said, Timarusu thought that what a kind of rubbish invitation he did. How can the wealth of the Vijayanagara Empire can be invited at Delhi to attend a wedding? It is practically not possible. Okay, even Timarusu could not think of a solution that could effectively avoid a rift between the two kingdoms. Okay, Timarusu also could not understand the solution of the problem, and he also failed to understand the problem. To solve the problem, he failed to solve the problem, and it thought that if a solution would not be founded, okay, so it would result into war between Vijayanagara Empire and Delhi. If a solution to the problem would not have come, if the solution to the problem would not come, so it would create a rift, it would create a bad relation, it would result into a bad relation between the two kingdoms. And what are the two kingdoms? Vijayanagara and Delhi. Now, Timarusu approached King Rayalu and expressed his inability to work out any solution. Timarusu then went to the King Rayalu and said that he is also not able to find a solution of the problem. Rayalu was much troubled on hearing the words of his chief minister. Then Timarusu told the king that the poet Ramalinga, who was well known for his wit and intelligence, could come up with a good solution to the problem. What did he tell? When Timarusu approached to the king and said that he is also not able to solve the problem. Okay, so hearing this from the chief minister, the king also got frightened, the king also got troubled, the king also got scared. Now what to do? Okay, then Timarusu thought that there is a poet, the name of the poet was Ramalinga, and Ramalinga was very famous for his wit and intelligence, okay, for his intelligence and humor. Okay, so and he thought that Ramalinga is the only person who can come up with a solution to the problem. Then what happened? With the king's permission, Timarusu headed to Ramalinga's residence and explained everything about the strange invitation to him. Then what happened? Ramalinga took the permission of the king and he went to Ramalinga's house, Ramalinga's residence, okay, and explained the situation to him about the invitation that the king has got. Okay, he went to Ramalinga's house with the king's permission and he explained everything to Tenali Ramalinga. Okay, now Ramalinga studied the invitation and the warning letter. What Ramalinga did, he went through the invitation and the warning letter. He then turned to Timarusu and said, "Dear Chief Minister Timarusu, the Delhi Sultan must be attempting to humiliate our king and find an excuse to wage yet another war." So after reading the wedding invitation, he again turned back to Timarusu and said that the Sultan of Delhi is finding again an excuse to wage war on the kingdom of Vijayanagar. Okay, and this invitation has been sent with the motive to humiliate the king of Vijayanagar Empire and to wage war to the empire. Okay, the motive of sending the invitation was only to humiliate the king and wage war on the kingdom of Vijayanagar. There is no problem either with the invitation or the warning letter. Okay, he said that there is no problem with either with the invitation or the warning letter. There is nothing to worry. He told Timarusu that don't worry, no problem is there. There is no problem. You go home peacefully and relax, Ramalinga assured. What Ramalinga assured him? That you go to home peacefully and just relax. I shall give the solution to this problem in the Bhuvana Vijayam tomorrow. He said that I will be giving a solution to the problem in the royal court. As I have told you earlier, the name of the royal court was Bhuvana Vijayam. That's why only Bhuvana Vijayam is written here. Okay, he said that he will be giving a problem to the solution in the royal court tomorrow. As usual, the Bhuvana Vijayam started its session the next morning, but there was only worry on everyone's face, including King Rayalu's. So, as normal days, the proceeding of the court started as usual the next morning, but that day things were a little different. Why the things were a little different? Because everybody was worried. Okay, the worry, the you can say the troubleness, the trouble can be clearly seen on everybody's face. That how much people were, it can be clearly seen from the faces of the people, including the king also, who have everybody who was present there, including the king also, that they were very worried. It was very clear from their face. Okay, amid the gloomy atmosphere, Ramalinga rose from his seat and started reading the reply prepared by him on behalf of King Rayalu to the Delhi Sultan. So, and after this, after the gloomy atmosphere, what Ramalinga did? Ramalinga stood up and started reading the reply which was prepared by him on behalf of the king. The total gathering of the Bhuvana Vijayam cheered at once on hearing the reply intelligently composed by Ramalinga and appreciated him. After listening to the reply prepared by Ramalinga, the other people in the Bhuvana Vijayam, they all cheered him. Okay, that what an intelligent reply he has written, and he has solved everybody's problem, and everybody in the royal palace, in the royal court, appreciated him and his reply. And what was his reply? What was Ramalinga's reply? Vijayanagaram, Hampi, date this much, to His Excellency the Sultan of Delhi. We acknowledge your invitation, inviting our wells for the wedding of a well in your kingdom. We feel honored to be remembered on this grand occasion. Okay, on receiving your invitation, we immediately read the message to all the wells in our kingdom. Our wells are quite upset with your wells, as they did not attend their wells in Vijayanagar Empire's wedding. Hence, we want to let you know that if your wells personally come to Vijayanagar and invite our wells, we will definitely oblige. Therefore, you are requested to send your wells here to invite our wells personally to the wedding ritual. Once the wells come here, our wells and we will together come to Delhi for the wedding. Hope to welcome your wells at the earliest. Yours sincerely, Shri Krishna Deva Rayalu. So what reply he gave? He said that he first acknowledged the invitation of the king. Okay, and he said that we have read your invitation. We made the invitation read in front of the wells also. And after listening to the invitation given by you, our wells are very upset. Okay, why they are upset? They are upset because when they had their wedding, the wells of Delhi did not attend that wedding. Okay, the wells of Delhi did not attend that wedding. Okay, so what did the wells say? That if the wells of the wells of Delhi will personally come to Vijayanagar to invite us, then the wells will be coming to their wedding. Okay, then the king and the wells will be coming to Delhi for the wedding. Okay, so he's saying that we are waiting for you to we are waiting for your wells to come to Vijayanagar in order to invite our wells to the wedding. Okay, see what a clever reply it is, right? The Sultan of Delhi has said that we are inviting, we have organized, we have you can say here, what was written here? We have proposed a marriage for the wells, for the newly dug wells of our kingdom, so we are inviting the wells of your kingdom to our kingdom. Okay, and in reply, what did Ramalinga made a reply? What did Ramalinga write? Ramalinga wrote that the our wells are very upset with your wells, because during our wedding the wells of the Delhi Sultanate, they did not attend our wedding. So if the wells of Vijayanagar, if the wells of if the wells of Delhi will be coming to Vijayanagar to invite us, then only we would be coming to the wedding. Okay, now this reply was sent to the Sultan of Delhi through a personal messenger. The reply was sent to the Delhi Sultan through a personal messenger. A personal messenger took the reply of the Vijayanagar, of the king of the this Krishnadeva Rayelu, okay, to Delhi, because in earlier days there were no emails, there were no WhatsApp, there were no Facebook, and there were no postmen also. So in order to send royal letters, um, personal messengers were sent from one kingdom to another with the king's letter. Okay, and he was the messenger used to go and read the letter in the other court. So same thing happened here only. The reply of the Vijayanagar was sent to Delhi from a personal messenger, and who read the message in front of the Delhi Sultanate court. And what happened after this? The Sultan of Delhi was shocked with the reply received and questioned the messenger. How can we send our wells with you? Okay. Then what did the Sultan of Delhi say? He was very shocked. Okay, with the reply sent from Vijayanagar. Okay, and he questioned that reply, that how can we send wells to your kingdom to invite them to our wedding, to invite them to our wells wedding. Okay, then what happened? With a second thought, the Sultan appreciated the intelligence and wit of the King Rayalu, as evident from his reply. And after that, what happened? The Sultan of Delhi appreciated the intelligence of the king. Okay, and which was very clearly seen from the reply given by him. Hoping to befriend him, the Sultan sent many gifts with the messenger for King Rayalu. Okay, and after that, to develop friendly relations now with the Vijayanagar king, the Sultan of Delhi sent gifts to the he sent gifts to the he sent gifts for the King Rayalu from the messenger. He told the messenger to take gifts for King Rayalu in order to develop friendly relations. So this is about the chapter where you have read about King Rayalu and Tenali Ramalinga, the wit and intelligence, the intelligence and humor of Tenali Ramalinga is shown here, and you have understood. I think you all have understood the chapter in the live class also, and the remote class also. And your homework will be, you will write the word meanings in copy, and in the next class we'll be doing the question answers and exercises. Okay children, I hope you all are safe from coronavirus pandemic and are taking the precautionary measures given by the government of India and World Health Organization. Okay, so write the word meaning in your copy and send the photo in the class WhatsApp group. So class will be meeting in the next lecture. Thank you so much.